What's happening, guys? I was just out here trimming some of these limbs off the tree. This is what I use. I was going to get a power pruner, but this one with a sharp saw on there actually goes pretty fast, and it's got the little side thing here. So if you got a small limb or a finger needs to be cut, there you go. I was just looking up in here. I got 3 wires that go right through this tree. I don't know if you can see way up top, there's like a black pad up there that the power company put on because it was actually rubbing against the tree, and I came out and I could see sparks in the tree there, and the power in the house was kind of flickering on and off, acting really strange, but they fixed that. But see, I got one limb way up here. I've gotten quite a few, and I got that one limb right there that wire, that lowest wire, is actually under. It's over the first part, and then it goes underneath that branch there, and that's one I'd like to take off, but we'll see what happens. I'll probably do that anyways. We'll see what happens. And over here, I was going to show you guys this chain. I climbed up the trees here and put a chain around each tree, and then I put a come along on there, and I stand on this, and I jack the whole sander up to get it in my truck. You guys that plow and sand, I'll have a video for that. I'll show you how I do it. It's kind of crude, but it works. My bucket over there, too bad thing, like brand new, but it doesn't reach high enough, so, and it's a lot easier to do with that, safer anyways. So I'll extend this saw out here and we'll give her a go. Yeah, so yesterday I had 2 of these, well, actually all 3 of those limbs. When they get to the end of the cut, what happens is the whole limb comes down to the ground, but it's still attached at the top, so when you finish your cut through there, a lot of times they'll come right toward you. So I usually use this to block the limbs from hitting you. Sometimes they'll come down pretty fast. I know you guys think, oh, I can move, but sometimes they're a little faster than what you think. And I'll show you what you want to do with this here is to get it to the right size. Just kind of measure how high the limb is. This one will go out pretty far, so I'll get it down here. You want to tighten that right up really nice and tight, because otherwise it'll start moving on you. And that rope I just let swing free, but you want to get right in close to the tree. Don't cut into the tree, but you don't really want to leave too much on there either, or you'll have diseases. So what you want to do is keep your angle. See how the saw has got a little bit of a bow to it, a little curve. You want to make use of that. If you get too far back, you won't get enough of it. So you want to keep it, you know, at the right, probably at like a 45 degree, and then just go back and forth. I know it seems like it's going to take forever, and it'll get caught. Sometimes when the tree limbs are really close to one another, it's hard to get that in there, and it'll want to bounce out of that cut that you've already got. So you want to make sure you stay in that cut, otherwise you'll have 3 or 4 cuts started. And this is where it gets to the point where it might fall this way, so I'll show you how to block that. That one wasn't too bad. So just to show you how to use one of these, and then when I put it away, I know a lot of you guys know how to use one of these already, and a lot of you guys probably have the power saws, but for those that don't, I'm just showing you. James going to Festivus this weekend. Have a good time, bud. Don't party too much. So to put it back where it belongs on the rack in the garage, I just twist that up so it's out of the way. But I'm gonna do some more of these limbs out here. And this thing's really handy. That little thing that, you know, it's a pruner for the smaller branches. You can get it real easy with that. Okay guys, so that's how to use a hand pruner, and it takes about 30 cuts probably to get through one of these. Just stay with it. I've cut probably, oh geez, it had to have been at least a 12-inch diameter limb off the tree up back with that same one. Here, I'll take a run up and show you guys so you don't get discouraged if you got too big of a limb. Get this, I gotta get that weed whacker out. Spend all my time working on everybody else's place, and my house is taking it in the short. But you can see the limb actually broke there and came right down, ripped a part of the tree out. So far she's still standing. I've cut down, I don't know, quite a few of these trees, but that one, I don't really want it to hit my apple tree. I think I can get it right between there, but I'm probably going to leave it another year. Figured I'd show that, you know, so if you get a bigger limb, don't get discouraged, guys. Just keep at it and get yourself a beer, take a break. You know, go at it 2 or 3 different times and you'll get it down. But watch out when that comes down, guys, because it's going to a lot of times come right towards you. So be ready to get back, or you know, something this size, you don't want to try to block that with that pole. But I'm just kind of chilling today. Seen a few of you guys get really stressed out on how much work you got and stuff. I know that happens. I used to really get, and just recently I've felt just like somebody was pinching me just as hard as they could with their fingers in my neck, because it causes you to get all tensed up, your nerves get pinched. So sometimes it's good to, you know, my work will be there Monday, and today I went in and I was going to put a second coat on the floor up there at the apartment that we're turning over. Nate's up there, he does a wicked job. That's why I can be here today talking to you guys, because he's just an awesome worker. He's up there getting that done. The other work I've got, it's going to be there, you know, Monday the next day. And not too worried about the old Grim Reaper right now. I know he's hanging around. It kind of looks like the saw he uses too, doesn't it? So just want to tell you guys to you know, try to chill out and take a little time for yourself, man. Life's too short to get all worked up about, you know, the work and stuff. I got so much work, I just sub it out. There's no way you can do it all. So, you know, turn your friends on to some work if you got too much, and chill out and enjoy life, man. Life's too short. Take care. Happy Friday, you guys. Thanks for coming by.